So to start this practice, taking a few moments to settle into our seat, back straight, feet touching the ground, hands resting on our laps. So adopting a dignified posture. A dignified posture and one that is grounding as well. So maybe imagining as if we were a mountain stable, unmoving. The mountain is always there no matter what the weather is. So finding a dignified grounding posture, but also one that is comfortable, one that is at ease. One that we can spend the next 20 to 30 minutes in. And then setting our intention for this practice. So our intention to practice meditation for the next 20 to 30 minutes. And your own motivation. Why are you here today? Why do you practice meditation? How do you hope to benefit from the practice? For yourself, but also for others. And then gently guiding our attention inwards and finding the breath within the body. And maybe noticing the flow of the air going in through our nostrils, filling up our lungs. Noticing the slight pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. And noticing the air flowing out from our lungs and out through our nostrils. So gently resting our attention on the sensations of our breathing. In, pause, out, pause. In, pause, out, pause. And then trying to see if it's possible to deepen a little bit the breath. So breathing in a little bit deeper than normal and gently releasing the breath. So in breaths and out breaths both being gentle. And then trying to equalize the breath. And we might use counting or phrases. So breathing in a little bit deeper than normal. With both our in-breaths and out-breaths of equal length and rhythm. And we might notice that thoughts still arise within the mind. And that's absolutely fine, that's what the mind does. So in this practice we are not trying to block thoughts or make the mind go blank. but to let thoughts pass freely through the mind. So watching our thoughts and familiarizing ourselves with the arising and falling of thoughts. And then also familiarizing ourselves with the process of getting carried away with thoughts, and thoughts turning into thinking. And whenever we notice that, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In breaths and out breaths a little bit deeper than normal, and of equal length and rhythm. And now gently turning our focus a little bit more on the out breath. And maybe noticing if there is a releasing quality to this out breath. So maybe noticing the tendency for the body to relax a little bit as the body releases the breath. And then seeing if the mind can learn from this releasing quality and from the body. So the body releases the breath and relaxes. Our mind releases involvement with thinking, letting thoughts pass freely through the mind and begins to settle. And now gently letting our breathing fall into its natural rhythm. And gently noticing the general felt feeling within the body. And we might notice a sense of relaxation, or the opposite, a sense of tension. Or stillness, or again the opposite, a sense of agitation. Or a sense of being awake, or else noticing that we are sleepy, or maybe just a neutral, equanimous state. So noticing our experience of the body, the general felt feeling of the body right now, and letting it unfold as it is. And then gently scanning through the body, noticing our toes, the bottom of the foot, the top of the foot, our heels, ankles, the shin, our calves, the knees, our thighs, our hamstring, the pelvis, the points of contact between the body and the chair, our lower back, Maybe noticing the curvature of the spine, our abdomen, and maybe noticing the rising and falling of the abdomen with the breath, our upper back, our chest, our fingers, our hands, our forearms, the elbow, our biceps and triceps, our shoulders, our neck, our face, our ears, eyes, nose, our mouths, the back of our head, and the top of our head. And then noticing the whole body. The whole body breathing. Resting here on the ground. And then getting a sense of the weight of the body. And how the ground beneath the body unconditionally supports the weight of the body. So as we breathe out and the body relaxes, letting go of the body into the unconditional support of the ground beneath the body. And as the ground unconditionally supports the body unconditionally supports the mind. So as we breathe out and the body relaxes, letting the mind rest within the body, unconditionally supported by the body resting on the ground, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath the body. So mind and body resting here right now, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath them, and surrounded by space. And just resting here right now, within this embodied presence, mind and body, here right now. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to achieve or strive for. And even letting go of the notion of having to meditate. So just getting into contact with our embodied experience right now. And at any moment, might notice the mind get carried away by some particular aspect of our experience. This could be a bodily sensation, could be a feeling, an emotion, a thought. So when we notice that, maybe being curious, where has the mind gone? or labeling, thinking. And then gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And as I breathe out, the mind rests within the body. Body resting on the ground. Mind and body resting here right now, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath them and surrounded by space. So resting here right now within this embodied presence, mind and body. So resting within our embodied experience. Nowhere to go, nothing to be, nothing to achieve or strive for, and even letting go of the notion of having to meditate. So just being here right now within this embodied presence. And again, at any time, we might notice that we get engaged with a particular aspect of our experience and get carried away into ruminative thinking. So that's absolutely normal during the practice. We expect to get carried away into thinking. So being kind and gentle, and gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And as I breathe out, mind resting within the body, body resting on the ground, mind and body resting here right now, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath them and surrounded by space, and gently resting within our embodied presence. So resting within our embodied presence, nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to achieve or strive for, and even letting go of the notion of heading to meditate, and just resting within our embodied presence here right now. And eventually we'll notice the mind wandering away, engaged with a particular aspect of our experience. So noticing that engagement and how thoughts turn into thinking, and then with kindness, with a gentle attitude, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And as I breathe out, mind resting within the body resting on the ground, mind and body resting here right now, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath them and surrounded by space, and just resting within our embodied presence. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to achieve or strive for, and even letting go of the notion of having to meditate. So resting within our embodied presence. And now as we gently come towards the end of this practice, noticing the body, and noticing the breath within the body. And noticing how the body knows how to breathe itself. Then gently noticing the points of contact between the body and the chair, the feet and the ground, our hands resting on our laps. And then gently acknowledging our presence within the room. I am here. And then as we come towards the end of this practice, I invite you to put your hands on your heart. May you be happy. May you be at peace. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And then sending these outwards towards others, so that the benefits that come from this practice towards myself expand outwards in ever-expanding circles. And in your own time, on the sound of the bell, gently ending the practice.